you guys a minute to get on. So excited. Got my new Randy on today. I bought this from one of my Lula babies and I love it. It's super soft. It's one of the ones that's like a vintage t-shirt. I love it. It's the best thing ever. So, we will wait a minute. Hi, Brittany. When you guys get on, go ahead and comment, because sometimes it says that there's like people watching, but it doesn't say your name. So that helps me so I know who's watching. Is that light too bright? I might need to move it. It's like, it feels like the sun is on my face. Yeah, I'm going to move it. Hang on one second while I move it. Hi, Olivia. There. That's better. Now I feel like it's not so like, on my face, because it was like the sun. Like I was on the surface of the sun before. I'm in my basement because my husband's putting the boys to bed. It's a crazy mess up there tonight. Yay! Thank you, Becky. I know. Right now I have 3 girls sponsored under me on my team, and this is one of my girls that have onboarded. I bought it from her because I was like, dang, that's cute. It's like paisley and it's blue. It's just like, I mean, it's perfect. I love it. Just got it today. So I'll wear it today, and then I'll probably wear it again tomorrow because I love it that much. If you don't have a Randy that's this like vintage t-shirt material, you need to get one though. They're like soft like pajamas. And I really don't sleep in my LuLaRoe that often. More of like a pajama bottoms kind of girl, but like I definitely sleep in these Randys. I love them. Okay, well, it looks like there's some people on here, so I'm so excited. We're gonna get started. Just a little, like, I'll give you a little backstory on me. I don't know how much you guys know about me. I know there's a lot of girls on here that shopped with me and, like, have watched my live sales and stuff before, but just a rundown. I'm Allison Barker. I started in LuLaRoe. My first sale, I got my planner out so I can make sure. I think my first sale was June 21st. Yep, my first sale was June 21st. So, as of the 21st, which is in 2 days, I'll be in LuLaRoe for 6 months, which has flown by, like, faster than fast. Cannot even tell you. And, I got into LuLaRoe because I just felt like I had to. It's kind of a weird thing, like, I thought about it a while, probably a good, like, month and a half, and, like, I just kept thinking about it, like, I was watching YouTube videos, and I was, like, watching Periscopes, and I was following people on Facebook, and it was, like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I knew that if I couldn't stop thinking about it, then there was people out there like me that couldn't stop thinking about it, too, and so, like, if I'm going to be that obsessed with something, I'm going to want to, like, be a part of it, you know what I mean? So I signed up, and I actually signed up in February, and the queue, when you sign up, you go into the queue, is what it's called, and it's kind of like the line, because there's they only onboard 250 people a day, usually. So when I signed up, the line was really long, like the longest thing ever. Like, it gave you time to go, I don't think I want to do this. I'm making a bad choice. Like, this is $5,000. What am I doing? I can't handle this. But I stuck it out, and I'm glad that I did, because I waited from February until June to get through the queue, through the line, and it was worth it. The queue right now is 6 to 8 weeks. They've really, like, streamlined the process, so they can handle all of the new consultants that are onboarding, and yeah, so I don't know what else. What do you guys want to know? This is why I wanted to do this, because it's fun for me to answer your questions, and sometimes it's easier for me to, like, talk about it than it is for me to type it. Does that make sense? And I figured that if there was a bunch of people then you guys would get the benefit of me answering other people's questions too. So go ahead and ask away. There is a little bit of a lag on the videos. So when you comment, it's like, I think like 30 seconds until I see it, but we can hack it tonight. Okay, the cost. Let's start at the very beginning. When you sign up, I'll give you my my join link. I'll put out there for you guys too if you want to go ahead. That has all of the like policies and procedures are on there. It's got all of the like the basic information that you need to know. As far as like, let's see, it's got the consultant application, policies and procedures, the leadership bonus plan, and then the applicant queue guidelines. So that has all of the like the legal jumbo that you want to read. So you guys, I'll give that to you guys so you can check it out. And what they do, like when I first started, they had it completely different. Like you had a bunch of stuff you can pick from, and you had like different like add-ons that you could do and stuff, and that's kind of why it took so long for them to like really get through the queue, because it was a lot of like information that you had to figure out before you actually signed up. So now what they do is they have packages. They have called onboarding packages, and they have right now they have 3 different ones, and I'll post this for you guys too so you can take a look at it. The initial order package number 1 is $4,959. And then you take 5% off of that price, and that would be your final price. So we can do the math really quick, as long as we have a calculator. So the total cost to join, like if you were going to join right now, so that would be $248 off that. It'd be $4,711, okay? That is what you do is you buy the inventory, okay? So that is going to give you 310 pieces of LuLaRoe, and they set it up so that you have enough to get started that you will be successful. You know what I mean? So they don't just like let you buy just like $1,000 worth of stuff and kind of like build up. You start with a decent amount of inventory so that you can start making money right away, okay? Because they want you to be successful, they truly do, and it's definitely, you know, okay. There's other packages too, all the way up to the highest package right now is $8,995. And like I said, you buy the inventory, so that's what the cost is for. You also have like all of your racks. You can see all my racks back there. I'm in the basement. That's where my stuff is at because we have a giant tree in our sunroom right now, Christmas tree. So you buy the racks, the hangers, like all of your business card stuff, you know, shipping supplies. If you want to do like live sales and stuff, you need some like decent lights, a tripod, like all of that stuff is extra. That's not any part of LuLaRoe. You have to figure all of that out. And we definitely have like my sponsors team has it all out in an email where it's like a PDF file, so you have access to all of that once you get into the queue. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to the last question so I can. It's scrolled up already on me. How long did it take me to make back my $5,000? I started selling June 21st, and I made over $5,000 within 6 weeks. The more you have, the more you sell. So, when you first start out, what you want to do for the first like 3 to 4 months, maybe even 5 months, you really want to take all of the money that you make and reinvest it into more inventory. Okay, so say you sell like an Irma, you purchase another Irma to replace the one that you sold, and then you purchase another Irma, so you get, you purchase 2. So you reinvest that money back into your business, And it definitely pays off. The more you have, the more you sell, like for sure. So let's see what's next. A program that they've made to keep track of inventory, taxes, sales, etc. I think you're probably talking about what's it called? Lula reports, maybe? Is that what you're talking about? It's just a separate, it's not done by LuLaRoe at all. It keeps track of, like, it's a separate program, but it's not by LuLaRoe. And I do use it. I didn't start using it until probably a month and a half ago, and I like it. Yeah, it's nice. It shows you, you know, like if I want to see how many Azure skirts I've sold in, you know, in August to see how many I need to get ready for next August, I can pull that up by style. I can pull up how many sizes I've sold. It's really nice. What else do we need to know? Just joining, that's okay. The commission percent. It varies. Average is going to be 25 to 30%. And it's not commission though. It's going to be like, we buy this stuff at wholesale and we sell it at retail. Okay, so we pay, you know, the wholesale price from LuLaRoe. And then when we sell it for the minimum advertised price, which is, we call it MAP pricing. It's what LuLaRoe suggests our minimum advertised price to be. We can't sell lower than that. And that difference between what we bought it for and what we sell it for is our profit. But it's generally between 25 and 30% per item. So it just depends, you know, what the items are. What else? Give me more, give me more. Okay, so for sure we want to see the join link, right? We want to see the onboarding packages, right? I'll post links for those, post the graphic for the onboarding package. The onboarding package, that's something that they change periodically, just depending on what's in season. So it's not like the stuff that I got in my onboarding package is going to be different than the stuff that you guys would get in your onboarding package, just because of the difference in season and a difference of what they have in stock. You know, if they have a large amount in stock, then they definitely will get you that, instead of having you wait for back orders or whatever. What else? What else can I tell you? There's no shipping costs from LuLaRoe to us. So when you order your inventory, you don't have to pay like a UPS fee too, okay? What you pay, they cover all the shipping charges. How much time do you realistically put into your business per day and week? That's kind of a hard one. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do a lot of my stuff on Facebook. So, you know, I'm on Facebook like all the time. I like to be connected to my customers. I like to feel like I know things about them, and I like to be a part of their lives. So I like to engage in conversations on Facebook with them, and, you know, like I like to run contests and stuff that mean that I have to comment back to them, and you know what I mean. So I probably say on average a day I spend probably 2 to 3 hours like on Facebook, or taking inventory pictures if I get new boxes in. I've kind of got it down to a science now. I started out and it took me forever, and I was just like, this is just craziness. But you get used to it, and you get, you know, like used to the system that you want to use for it or whatever. Like if you want to edit, or if you want to just have the sign hang behind like the item, what size it is or whatever. Or if you want to like watermark your images, that kind of stuff, you get used to that. So it doesn't take me too long to photograph now. And then to do like in homes, it takes An hour in-homes are fun, but it takes a lot of work. You have to pack up your inventory, okay, load your car, get all your stuff ready. That probably takes me an hour because I usually have 3 kids running around needing bologna sandwiches and stuff. And then travel time. And then I try to get there an hour beforehand to set up. And then a party usually lasts 2 hours. And then an hour to take down and finish up. And then travel time back. So, you know, in-homes take a lot. They take a pretty big chunk. It's not like selling on Facebook where you know, or like with my boutique where you can just share the link and go out to dinner. But in-homes are necessary too, because that's where you're going to get new customers. That's where you're going to meet the people that are going to be loyal to you and loyal to your business. So in-homes are definitely necessary for your business too. Okay. Let's hit refresh here because I saw 2 questions and I missed them. I missed them. Let me see if I can do it. Okay. Do you think someone who works a 40-hour job outside of the home could do it? Yes. Do I think that someone who has small kids can do it? Yes. Do I think that someone who... I mean, yes, you can do it. Because I'll tell you, if you invest any time at all into it, you'll get it back. You'll get it back. And it's kind of weird how it works. You just like push through. You know what I mean? If you want to make it work, you'll make it work. And I definitely think that a person who works 40 hours can make it work. And, you know, my favorite thing is when I see people that maybe worked that many hours at an outside job and they are able to quit that job and do LuLaRoe full time and stay home with their kids. You know, that's like, isn't that what it's all about? You want to be at home with your family, right? So LuLaRoe can make that LuLaRoe can make that happen. No, I want questions, Becky. Okay. Which package do I recommend? You want lots of leggings to start, but the packages don't seem keen on that on a budget. Okay. The reason that they have changed the way that you order leggings is because the tall and curvy leggings have been back ordered. Okay? So until they can build that stock back up of the tall and curvy leggings, they're not going to say to all the new, 250 new consultants a day, hey, buy these leggings that we don't have. Okay? So I definitely suggest placing a legging order separately, mainly because we don't know. They release, like, today I think they released, like, 195,000 2-packs of leggings or something. But it's been probably 2 days since they've listed the tall and curvy leggings. So they come up, they're just not in stock, like, permanently. They will be, but they're not right now. So that's the reason that the leggings are not a big thing on the onboarding package. Okay, because they don't want you to pay for something that you're not going to get. You know, they don't want you to expect it and then, have it be like however long until they get them to you. Okay, so you definitely want to. And the cool thing is like when I onboarded, I signed up, I did my initial onboarding package, and then like I literally was able to get right on to LuLaRoe. And I bought maxi skirts because I onboarded in June, and I'm like, people around here love maxi skirts, and I'm going to do maxi skirts. So you can do your order like right away. You don't have to wait until you get your stuff. You have to just, as soon as you're onboarded, you can order. Okay? What else? What else do we need to know? What are my best sellers? Right now, leggings. Leggings and tops. I'm actually thinking of doing just like for probably like maybe I'm booked for January, but like for February, just taking like leggings and tops to parties because it's cold here and people don't want to wear skirts. So, like my best sellers are leggings, and then Carly's are my best-selling dress. Best-selling tops are Randy's and Irma's, followed by Classics and Perfects. And then, everything else is kind of in the background for now. What else? But I carry bunches of stuff. I just actually got a box today that's got joys in it. I'm so excited. So I'm going to do a live sale tomorrow with those. What else? What else should I tell you? I can't think of things. I want you guys to ask me questions. I don't know who's still on here, though. It says only 3, but is that right? I do have a unicorn. It's a black Irma, because I'm super boring. I have a black Perfect. I have a black Carly, but I want a black Irma. I would prefer if it was leggings material. That would be amazing. That's my unicorn. I'm pretty easy, though. I actually, you know, as much LuLaRoe as I have, and I started out with, you know, just maybe 5 or 6 pieces of LuLaRoe when I first started selling. And I have a closet full. I have, you know, I have 20 meters of leggings, like, and then every box, I still have things that I pick out that I'm like, I love this and I have to keep it. You know, it's amazing that they can come out with prints that are so exciting and beautiful that even when you have hundreds of pieces of LuLaRoe, you still want more. So that's an amazing thing about this business. It's not like, you know, like Mary Kay or Pampered Chef. You know, it's things that you're gonna want to keep. Your customers are gonna still want more and more and more and more and more and more. It's just the way that it works. How does that work if you want something, you just keep it? Because you have already bought it. Okay? So when you do your order with LuLaRoe, you pay for that, and then they ship it to you. And so all of that stuff in that box you've already paid for, it's yours. So you just keep it. And then I'm sure that on tax time, like it depends on your CPA though. If you can, like, I don't know, if you can use that in your taxes or something, I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm kind of terrified for tax season, actually. The shipping program that I use is Shipping Easy, and it's nice. It's really simple and it's inexpensive. I think it's like $5 or $6 a month, maybe. And you can just, what I do is I copy and paste each address in as I sell it. I just find that that's easier for me to keep track of stuff. I pull the stuff. After they pay for it, I pull it. I, get it ready to go. I copy and paste it into Shipping Easy. And then after the labels are all printed, I do the packages and stuff the packages and mail them. But it's nice. It's pretty easy. There's also a way that you can, if you decide to do like your stuff on Facebook in the albums, there's a way that you can download off of your Google form, and then you can bulk send everything over to Shipping Easy. I've never really done that. I've never wanted to mess with it. But like yesterday I shipped out, I want to say probably 50 packages. And it was easy to copy and paste it. It doesn't take long. What else? Why do the leggings made in different countries, why do they run differently? The only thing that I can say when people ask me like, hey, why are the, whatever leggings, fit differently. Why are they, the whatever ones are shorter or bigger or whatever. The only thing that I can think is that or the way that I respond to people is, when they cut the material out, they have stack of material. They do a giant cut, and then that goes to a person cuts it out, not a machine, and a physical person with giant shears cuts the legging material out, and then that stack goes to all of the seamstresses, and they sew it. So it's cut by a person, it's sewn by a person. People do things differently. Does that make sense? So that's the only thing that I can think is that some places so tighter. I don't know. Do you bring your labeled items to the post office counter and hand them off? Any other steps? Well, what I just started doing, because, and this is funny, I haven't said this in my VIP group because I do not want the post office lady to get a bad name. However, every time I go into the post office, she rolls her eyes at me. I am not even kidding. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking I'm going to have to take her in some leggings and just be like, here, Merry Christmas. I'm sorry that I'm in pain. I'm really not in pain. I just bring in lots of packages. You know, so there's a way with Shipping Easy that you can print I think it's called a batch label. And so it's all of the labels, because what they need to do at the post office, they get your box of packages. They have to scan each one with their scanner, okay? So I thought, I'm going to make this easier for her so she doesn't roll her eyes at me. I'm going to print off a batch label, and what that does is it's one scan, and it goes for all of the packages that I printed. Yeah, she still rolls her eyes at me. I don't know why. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Because the tracking and everything is all in Shipping Easy. When you enter the email, it goes right to that person as soon as you pay for the shipping. So all of the tracking and stuff is all taken care of. It's just dropping it off at the post office. As far as the leggings, it might not be the country, just that run. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. It's just, and sometimes, like, you think if you have a giant stack of paper, right, and you try to cut one specific thing, it's kind of going to shift a little bit, and I think probably part of that is that too. You know, just when they cut it, they have a giant thing that they use. So that's probably what it is. That's the only thing that I can think anyway. My goal is to make the post office lady not roll her eyes at me when I go in, though. I try to not be a pain. I mean, I just hand her stuff to do. It's her job. What are you going to do? You can also arrange, if you know that you're going to be shipping, like, you can go on the post office website, and you can, as long as, mine has to be 24 hours in advance, you can have your post office person pick that up at your house. You can say, hey, I have 50 packages that need to be picked up, and they're at the back door, and that will be good too. I have bad luck with post office people, because my lady that delivers our mail, she's like, oh yeah, well, or you could just take it to the post office. I'm like, okay, I'll just take it to the post office. Is there anything that I would change or do differently? No. I've been this is a lot of fun for me to do LuLaRoe. And I saw my goal sheet when I first, was like onboarding in the queue, waiting forever. Like, I wrote out a goal sheet. Like, I want to do one hostess party a week and one VIP sale a week, right? And that's a good amount. It is, truly. Like, you can make money on that much. Okay? My schedule right now, I have two hostess parties a week, private parties a week. I have one in-home a week, and I have one VIP sale a week. And it's just like, it's taken on a life of its own. And I mean, I didn't intend for this to happen. No, I didn't. I mean, I was going to be happy with like one hostess party and one VIP sale, because I figured that if I sold, like 15 or 20 items, they say the average is 20 items a sale, I could still make money doing that. That's enough. So, I think probably the only, I don't think I would change anything. It's been an amazing journey so far. The post office people. I don't know, I'm just going to take them in some leggings. And just be like, please don't be mad at me. I try to make your job easier. Okay, what is my average party total? I have no idea. Let's see, like, My VIP sales, I started out where I had a hostess or two in each of my VIP sales. I liked doing that. It was a way for me to grow my VIP group on Facebook, okay? Because you have them add their friends to your VIP group. And then they get, the way that I did it is they get all of the benefits. So, you know, like if they had 10 things from their friends and I had 10 more things from my VIPs, they got all of those. Okay, so people really liked that. So that also meant for some pretty decent party totals, I think, and I've just kind of cut back on that lately. To open that VIP hostess spot up to my in-home hostesses that want to do a dual party. So, I think I'm pretty good with 20 to 25 items average. My VIPs are big and my hostesses are smaller. My average hostess online right now has been earning between 60 to 60% off. So it's like 6 items sold and, like 10 items sold per hostess. So yeah, 20 is about the average. I had an in-home that was like 42 items, which was amazing. And then I've had in-homes that have been 4 items, I think was my lowest one. So it just depends. And it depends on, like right now it's Christmas. People are spending money on Christmas. It's all cyclical. But that's why you want to spread out. You don't want to just count on your VIP every week. You know what I mean? You want to be able to do hostess parties, and you want to do some live sales, and you want to do, I like to do mystery sales. My phone's falling. I like to do mystery sales, and, hang on. I'm going to unplug. Oh, jeez. My boys think it's funny to make, fake YouTube videos. And so, there. They mess with it. I'm a little crooked, but you guys can handle it. So those days that you have, a hostess party that sells 3 items, that's not going to make or break your week. Because you have a VIP scheduled, and you have another in-home, and you have, you know what I mean? Yeah, and some of you have put yourselves on LuLaRoe probation, too, because of Christmas, so. I totally get that. That's why I'm actually going to I'm just going to do live sales when I get new boxes this next 2 weeks. I'm not doing anything, on my boutique. You gotta learn and grow. So, what else? Did I answer bunches of questions? I hope. There's a lot to learn at first, and it seems scary. I know that I was scared, especially because I had that whole, whatever, between February and... That's okay. Yes, we'll see you next time, Jen. And you know where to find me if you have more questions. So it's scary to think, this is a huge investment. It is. $5,000. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years. I haven't had any income in 10 years. 10 years, that's a long time. And so for me to be able to go to my husband and say, honey, I want to buy $5,000 worth of clothing and have this business, and it's going to take up your house, and it's going to make me busy. It's a lot to take in, and it's super scary, but it has been worth it every single step of the way. It definitely has. Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing journey. So my goal is to do another Q&A. I'll do my Q&As in this group on Monday nights. Okay, Mondays at 8:30. So we can do this every week. I know you guys will come up with lots more questions. Feel free to comment, to the wall of this group too, because the question that you have might be the question somebody else has that's maybe they're afraid to ask it, or the question that you have might be something that other person hasn't thought of yet. So I will definitely post my join link, because that has the all like the, you know, the nitty gritty stuff in it. And I will post the onboarding packages. Okay. And I can't think of anything else to post right now, but if you guys have any more questions, please feel free. I know. That's okay. I like to talk to one person as much as I like to talk to 10 people. So if you have any more questions, just feel free to comment, or you can always message me too. Okay? So I'm going to get off here, unless you have more questions, Becky. I'm going to get off. And I have my 5-year-old has a fever, so I'm going to go snuggle him a little bit. Make sure he's sleeping. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I thought I would kill like a lot of birds with one stone. So you have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Okay, bye.